in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. This one's complete. And they swarm him under. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on.
Touchdown, Texas! Strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a play script. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Now we'll first look at them today. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all
picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap him from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hester. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Here he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, the give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Strong, firm tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They kick it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finding open areas. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that cat.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Tackle is made, but he's got him first and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hester. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he puts through the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's going to run it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Hester. He tosses one high and deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, LSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. Hard-hitting tackle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice.
And it's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it. They get it turned.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Hester. He's got him this time. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Clark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. Doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him.
Say what?
Not much of a chance
Come out.
there. He just had to get rid of
Hey.
it to avoid the sack.
Man, it's nice to
Isn't
have a
it?
quarterback that can do this.
Pass.
Last week was unbelievable.
Oh.
This week's even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6.
Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He might want another. Looking for a man. It's Hester. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
28, Texas, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Shy of the 1st down marker. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum squeeze.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pressure coming. First half turnover can swing. Touchdown, Texas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
The #1 defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Hester. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Hester. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackle.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, so they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And what a big play here in the return. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Picked off to stop the threat. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Gotta be lucky he hit you, because if I would have hit you, bitch, I
It's a
would
nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sauce.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. With the catch, it's Sampson. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home.
And that defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Rides to back and leaves it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to... him in his tracks.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Timeout. They'll make some adjustments. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to throw. It's Hester. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here's a heat. Right on target this time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Throws toward the end zone. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Running to Green. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Clark. And he was back to the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Hester. Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Off and running. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Longhorn. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over.